What kind of music you like to listen to?
Man.
Play some R&B?
Yeah, I listen to all types.
Oh, that's a little Sam Smith, man. Yeah. Hey, you know, that's funny. You like R&B, slow music? I was gonna ask this question I had Justin Britt the last time in the car with me. Hey, why do offensive linemen fall in love so fast?
Man, I don't know. I guess it's something about being big your whole life. And you know, girls already go for the big dudes, they go for the 6-packs. Until you get older and women start opening up their mind a little bit. And they're like, well, he's big, but he's so nice. And, you know, he'll get the job. So they're like, so what? Offensive lineman, you know, ain't the whole life ain't ever had no nice woman bat her eyelashes at him, show them teeth. Oh, they got him. Cook for him a couple times. Oh.
Wait a minute. Is that in your repertoire? You know how to cook for him?
No. They cook for him a couple times. You cook for a big dude? Oh, man. She could feed me like my mom used to.
Oh, speaking of that, you know, I know you just coming off your bye week, and something was interesting to me is that the other night you was talking about eating some of your mama's food, and I asked if your mom came back with you. You said no. Did you bring some food from Houston with you on the plane?
I bought a big bag on the plane. Big old bag. Airport security, a couple people had to come lift that bag. We know you got a bunch of food here, but we're just gonna need to check in there just sort of say, oh, go ahead. This happens every time.
Wait
the bag just gets bigger.
Bro, you don't feel a certain type of way about bringing food on the plane like that?
No, you'd be surprised. A lot of people actually bring food on the plane. Like, you know, not as much food as me, but we bring food. I didn't know until the last time she gave it to me that I could bring food on a plane. It's actually pretty insane.
So, I mean, did you put it in your personal bag? Did you put it through the conveyor belt and everything?
Yeah. Well, no. It's like one of those like Sam's freezer bags or whatever the case is. Like it's one of those bags. You put it in there, and like keeps it nice and cool. Keep it from all from melting and stuff. And he just carried it. This is a big old bag. I don't know where she get the bag. She give me a new one every time. I got a house full of them, honestly.
So for your bye week, man, you went down to Houston. This was the first time that you got to go down to Houston since they had the floods. What was that like?
You know, it's cool being back in the city. And, you know, it's such a resilient city. You can almost not tell that something like that happened, like that flood that was so catastrophic for so many people, because the spirit of the city is so up, and they've done a good job with the cleanup and the recovery. And you know, Houston's such a great city just in that aspect. You know, not to disparage other cities, but it just seems like when things like that happen, and they've happened before. You know, that was probably the worst one, but we had situations before. Mm-hmm. Houston just does a great job responding. It was just great to see everybody, see a lot of people. You know, I didn't get to see everybody, but just see a lot of people, see how people were doing it. It seemed like the city's really coming along and doing good.
So I also heard that when you're down in Houston, you got a chance to go back to your high school. Mm-hmm. What was that like?
It was really cool. You know, just my O-line coach from high school is now the head coach. So he's one of the guys that helped really groom me, Coach Mason, and he just, you know, we just talked the whole practice. You know, he was like, man, I usually ain't over here talking like this, but you know, when my guy comes to town, you know, they was on a bye week, so it was just light practice, and you know, it was really cool. And he let me talk to his guys, and I just told him about the impact he had on me, the impact that he really had on me, just making me the football player I am, making me the man I am, making me the a-hole, as you call me, that I am. You know, he had a hand in that. You know, it's just real cool getting to have them listen to somebody actually that did it. You know, coach tell you, hey, you know, trust it, but you know, you have somebody that's been in their shoes that can relate, you know, 100%. You know, it's a different voice for those kids. And it was just really cool for me to be able to do that.
Now, I mean, so you said that obviously you're an offensive lineman your entire life. I mean, Germain, I ain't gonna lie, man. I've seen you throw a football. You never had no aspirations of playing no other position, did you?
Nah, I was either gonna be a postman or an O-lineman. Either way, I was gonna be doing the dirty work. I realized that early. I was like, man, I ain't skilled, but I'm really good at two things. I could get rebounds, play defense, and I could block. One of them gonna make me some money. Once I knew I was going past 6'6", I said, all right, I'm O-lineman. I'm O-lineman until I'm not O-lineman no more.
Okay, now being serious, but when did you know early on that, man, you know what? I might have a chance of maybe playing football in college or at a higher level. When did you realize that?
You know, that's a great question. Like, it started like my sophomore year in high school. I was on varsity. I was a big kid. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Big kid on varsity. I was like, man, I'm struggling. Like, what's going on? Like, you know, I should be on varsity. School should be looking at me. And one day, that same coach I was talking about, you know, he kind of ripped into me. You know, I was having bad attitude, being bad in a bad way about something, and it was showing. And you know, he told me, he had me bear crawling up and down the field. He told me, he says, there's no reason that every college in the country should at least take a look at you. I said, man, but I'm a guard, man. He's like, there's no reason every college shouldn't take a look at you. So from there, I just like, my mind's changed. Like, you know, I can do this. I can do this thing. Why not me? And that just kind of became my mindset. And I was like, I'm gonna take this thing as far as I can. I don't have any regrets about it.
Now, were you nice when you was in high school? Was you kind of nice on the field? Because I mean, look, fans that watch this and know, we all know when you're on the field, you're not really a nice guy. You're really not. But in high school, was you a nice guy on the field?
You know, at the beginning of high school, I was. I didn't get it. I didn't get the whole football thing. It was still such a new game to me. Okay. So I was just learning it because I was a basketball guy. I love basketball. I knew baseball, but football was like, it was new to me. And it's crazy that I play now, but it's like it was the newest sport to me because every other sport clicked for me right away. Right. I could play the heck out of them, but football never clicked for me. And then once I started getting it, and then once I captured it, I probably didn't capture it fully until senior year when I was just killing it. It was unfair after a while. But once I captured it, it took me 3 years. I was a nice guy for 3 years. Like, there's some guys that can say, hey, I pushed that guy around. I pushed that guy was getting pushed around. Now look at him.
Now, here's some other things that folks don't know about you. When did you become this crazy baseball fan, man? You love these Houston Astros, and by the way, in real time,
rough.
Houston Astros right now.
Right before this. That was rough.
When did you become a baseball fan?
It was probably like 03, 04, and I don't know what about it. I don't know what about it that just led me to it. It was when Clemens and Pettit were on the Astros, and they had Biggio still, like all those guys that are like legends now. But like they had those guys, and I just started watching. Like, I like this game. It's kind of cool. I'll never play it. It's not my thing. It's not really what I do. But that's something really cool. It's just a really cool game, really skilled game, like really interesting skill set it takes to play that game. And I just like really loved it since then. People are like, are you a bandwagon? Like, nah, I've been watching the Astros since 04. I've seen the ups, the downs, the bad, the ugly, the good.
You went through that year when there was 40 games below 500, huh?
Yeah, when they lost 23 out of 24. Yeah, I was tweeting right through it too. I was like, let's go Astros. And people go look in the archive, they think, oh, nah, I roll with them. Right. I'm going to ride to the wheels fall off.
So you appreciate this time.
I appreciate it. Right. But it's nerve-wracking. It's really nerve-wracking.
And now Jermain, I talked to a few people around the team, especially some of your O-line friends, and I said, man, what do y'all want the folks out there to know about Germain? Something that they really need to know, something that they wouldn't know if he was in a regular interview.
Yeah.
You know what they said?
What they said?
Tell everybody how cheap he is. Germain, man, they kind of right, man. Why are you so cheap, man?
I love my money, man. Well, how could you not? Like, I just love my money, and I just want to be secure. You know, I never want to want for anything,
right.
And you know, just like buying a bunch it's not too much. You know, if you can save a few dollars here and there, and that adds up down the road, man.
There's been a few times, even in the beginning last year when I first hung out with you a few times. Would you forget your wallet on purpose?
No, you know, see, here's what happened, right? It's a true story. Like, if no one ever believes it's a true story. You know, I'm big, so my pants get a little tighter than my thighs, you know, big thighs and quads. And you know, the wallet, I have a big wallet, so you know, the wallet can't always fit. So sometimes I gotta take my license and I forget my credit card. It just happens. Like, you know, you're in a hurry to leave. You gotta go somewhere.
Wait. No. So you're in a hurry to leave.
Yeah.
You take your license but forget your credit card?
Yeah, because you know
that's not true, Jermain. That's not true. That's not even true, bro. You don't just forget your credit card.
I mean, yeah, because sometimes you think like, oh, I had it. It's something, you know, your mind just don't go there. You think too much. That's me. I think sometimes. I'm like, oh, I gotta get my license, my keys. All right, cool. I gotta go now. Oops, forgot my wallet.
So how many times has your best friend off the field, George Fant, had to cover for you because you forgot your?
I mean, we take turns. I still I send him the money. Sometimes I forget to send him the money. It's not a big deal. But, you know, he covered me a few times. I covered him a couple times too, though. You know, his car got declined.
What's that relationship like between you and old George Fant?
You know, it's really cool, man. It's really cool, you know, coming to the league. You know, a lot of some guys, you know, keep to themselves just cause, you know, they're in an older room. But, you know, me and him were able to come in together, and I think that was just the best part, that we've been able to grow together. And, you know, I'm not remiss in saying that I think it would have been the best type of combination league if he stayed healthy.
Right.
And, you know, just working with him and seeing him grow it's heartbreaking to see that this year. But, man, the spirit he's come back with. You know, he's still out there coaching me up, telling me what I can fix, what he's seeing, and you know, he's out there. He has a great spirit about him right now. He's really taking it to the rehab, like, you know, way ahead of schedule where he's supposed to be. So, you know, he's doing awesome. But that's just who he is. You know, even when things went bad for him this year, you know, he's still there.
Oh boy, he just lost his cookies.
What the shit was that? That was it.
Oh man. Oh, now this is an episode of Driving with G. I ain't never seen, man. He lost his cookies. I want to show him. By the way, we in the Safeway parking lot. Shout out to Safeway.
Yeah, Safeway. That's my place.
Love what Safeway does around here. Yeah.
Good snacks there.
Yeah. What kind of snacks you like to get?
Man. None, man.
Did you bring your wallet?
We left in a hurry, man. It might be we left in a hurry. It might be in my locker.
All right, we're just gonna go in there for a little bit and grab something.
All right.
Germain Ifedi really does not have his wallet.
I really don't.
Now, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about, bro. No wallet. That's just bad.
Incredible.
Bro, he do it on purpose, man. I'm telling you, he does this on purpose.
All right, just got in from Safeway, and my man got him a Frappuccino. And, of course, he likes whip.
Whip.
He likes
The
whip.
more sugar, the better.
All right, man, so free time, what you be doing, man? What's what kind of TV shows you be watching these days, bro?
Oh, man, I'm up on all of them. The season of Being Mary Jane, that was cool. That just ended.
I heard that's about the whole deal about to be over with, huh?
Yeah, they just canceled it after 4 years.
Was it a good show?
It's a great show.
But you spend a lot of your time watching a lot of TV. How come you don't get out and about in Seattle?
It's cold. It's cold. Like, stay in and be warm. Watch TV.
Now, does that mean you single?
Yeah, I'm single.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm single. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll be chilling, doing me.
You chilling right now?
Yeah, chilling, doing me, man.
Doing you?
Be a ducked off. Yeah.
Who in that offensive line room, if you had to get some relationship advice from, who would you get it from in that O-line room?
You know, relationship advice?
Yeah.
You know, George is surprisingly a good one.
George
yeah, you would think he'd have just awesome relationship advice. He has pretty good advice. George, O'Day is real good.
O'Day Abushi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even Justin. They're actually all pretty good. You know, they all married, so they know how to deal with the ups and downs. They all married. I mean, you know, they all been married since they like 18, so
Right.
Justin been married for like 10 years now, so.
Sometimes I ask this of some of the guys, what's it like being a professional athlete, man? I mean, like, this is your second year being an NFL player, a pro athlete.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so you was just a college kid, you know what I mean? At Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like being a pro?
You know, it's pretty cool. It's a nice feeling, you know, but you kind of always know in the back of your head the work you have to put in to stay on top of your game. There's so many guys every year coming for that job. So, you know, you enjoy it. It's really cool. The lifestyle's nice, but you just know, you always know you need to be on top of your game. You always need to be finding a way to get better, finding a way to get an edge, finding a way to prolong your career, because there are 250 draft picks a year plus another bunch of undrafted guys for whatever reason, and then free agents. Like, there's guys competing. There's only 53 roster spots on every team times 30 teams. Can't do that quick math, but it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things. So, it's cool, but it's also real challenging. And it's a fun challenge. It's a fun challenge. Fun. See who can push themselves more. Honestly.
Now, I see sometimes some of the things that get said to you and other offensive linemen across the league, and sometimes they're nice, sometimes they're not so nice.
Yeah.
Even when they're not so nice, sometimes you're terrible and all that. Do you ever sometimes laugh at some of the things they say to you?
No, I always laugh. I mean, because it's funny. It's so funny. And I'll be like, man, I almost be like, that's cute. Like, it's be like, I just be laughing. I'll be giggling. I'll be like, that's so funny. But it's people are passionate about the game. People passionate about the Seahawks. They're entitled to their opinion.
Have you ever done that?
Nah, it's not my thing.
No. I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about when you weren't a pro athlete, when you was in high school. Oh, man. Because you're passionate about the Houston Astros.
Yeah. No, I always have perspective on things. Like, everything is not as it seems. So my first, thing that I see is not always what the reality of the situation is. So I always have perspective on it. You never know what guy's dealing with, a guy's going through. You don't know what's going on. Like, there are always factors that are not seen. So I'm never going to put somebody down for, okay, he messed up this, messed up that. Because even from a young age, I just knew, there's different perspectives on life. You can't just, oh, he's awful, get him out. No, you don't know. We don't know what happened. But hopefully he gets it fixed, and we trust our team to make the right decisions on who they have out there. And that's always been my thing. But people are entitled to their opinion. They're more than welcome to have it. I have my opinions. People have their opinions. I'm not gonna fight you for having your opinion. My only thing is never be disrespectful to me or my family, especially in my presence about it. That's my only thing. People say what they want. It's fun. It's hilarious most of the time.
Well, now, some of your teammates also say that you are a picky eater. What's that about? You're an offensive lineman, so most people think, oh man, you eat anything. Why you a picky eater?
Yeah, I'm a real picky eater. I'm just big. I'm really big by nature. People don't know that. You think I eat pig out. No, I don't pig out. I don't eat much. I eat really selectively. When I eat, I pick around. I do all that. I've seen dudes eat like crazy. I'll be like, how much you weigh? Oh man, I lost 2 pounds. Like, you lost 2? I weighed 2 pounds looking at you. he said I lost 2. I said, ain't no way. Dude, this other day, was dipping a sandwich, 10 wings, a salad, I'm like, bro, I ate 3 wings, and I don't even want to look at the scale right now.
That is true, man.
Some people just got it like that. They don't carry it. It's funny.
Now, okay, so take us into a practice. Now, you've been here. Like I said, this is year number 2 for you. So when you first got here in practice, here you are a rookie. You lining up against Cliff Averill, Mike Bennett, Frank Clark, all of these dudes. What's some things that they have taught you by just practicing with them all the time?
The great thing about playing against them, man, we all as each other, like O-line, D-line, we know each other, but we're all so good for each other because, they make you be right. They've been doing it so long, so they've seen all the great tackles, all the great guards do it, and they just make you be right and precise. And, when you have those OTA times and training camp times, those guys really test you because, you're getting a ton of reps versus really legit guys, and, they're gonna do some things to you, and there's not too many people that do it better than Mike and Cliff and Frank and Sheldon and Jay Reeves. Not too many people that do what they do individually, each person, that do it much better. Debatable. It's honestly debatable at every spot. So they make you do it right, and it's so amazing. It's great for growth. We frustrate each other at times. Things happen, scuffles happen, but man, when at the end of the day, we make each other so much better. And I think the progression of how much better I've got since I got here, just being able to play with a veteran group, even veterans like Bobby and KJ, make you be right when you climb up the backers. If I would slip right there, it's just, where'd he go? It's crazy. So, it's just the growth. They make you grow up. They make you grow up. They don't let you be a pup. They're going to make you be right.
sometimes when you see us media or fans and they be talking about Germain Ifedi, right? And let's just say sometimes they be talking about what's something that we miss, meaning what's something that we don't know about Germain. Like if they found out you cheap, they found out you like frappuccinos, they found out that you purposely leave your wallet.
Yeah.
But what's something that we here in Seattle don't know about Germain Ifedi? What's something you want to tell us?
I love books. I love to read.
Wow, really?
Oh yeah, I love to read. I love to keep my brain sharp. You know, I love to read. You know, a lot of different books. I'm a book nerd. Not books, iBooks now. I don't like the pages and
Right,
but
you really like to read books.
Love it. It was my first thing I've ever loved in my life. From when I was born, that was the first thing I loved in my life was reading.
Now see, that's something that I would have never known.
Yeah.
I mean, that's big. So I'm gonna start, letting everybody know. You forget your wallet. You love frappuccinos. you love slow songs, R&B, and then you love to read books. That's some good news. That's some good news. When you first got here to Seattle. I know, like, we all could be fans of somebody. Like, man, I want to meet that person. Who was you excited to meet when you first got here? When you found out that you was getting drafted to the Seahawks?
All of them.
yeah.
Like, it's crazy because Seahawks are like a national brand. Like everywhere you go, and people, you play for Seahawks. Man, I love the Seahawks. I'm like, and they legitimately love them. It's like it's just the cast of veterans here. So like it's like a, let me use the word super team. It's like the super friends over there on defense. Like you look at them. You got Cam roaming the field. You got Earl back there. He's doing his thing. You got Sherm on the corner. You got Mike B all over the place. You got Frank. Jitterbugging around. You got Cliff, Mr. Steady on the end. I mean, it's crazy. Look at Bobby, KJ making every single tackle. I don't know how they do it in the run game. But that is crazy.
You got it right though.
Yeah.
It is a cast of super friends.
We ain't going offense yet. Russ.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson. Everybody loves Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Doug.
Yeah.
I mean, Jimmy. Larger than life Jimmy Graham dunking on goalposts and stuff. It's a cast of characters, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is kind of true. I guess I never really thought about it like that.
It's a lot, right? It's super friends.
Never thought about it like that. That's a good point. Well, man, hey, man, I appreciate you jumping in on Driving with G, man. It's been fun, man, and I got to learn a lot about you today, man. Reading books, huh?
Love it, man.
Reading books. So you gonna go home? You gonna watch a little TV? Which one of your shows you gonna watch?
I don't know. Everything's kind of. I think Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder back in season, but those are more like later in the week shows. I don't like watching those on the early week.
Now, how do you fit in your film? You watch film during that time?
Yeah. So earlier during the week is when I usually watch film.
Oh, okay.
Earlier in the week, like when we get later toward the game, I don't press in the film like that. You pretty much know your opponent by then.
Who you looking at? What number? I know y'all don't know him by name. Who the number you focusing on against the Giants this week?
Oh, Pierre Paul plays on my side.
Ooh wee.
Yeah, it'll be a fun matchup. It'll be a real cool matchup.
Hey, Pro Football Focus came out with a little something. Not that you're supposed to listen to them all the time, but you ain't really been giving up that many. I don't want to talk about football. I don't want to talk about football. You've been doing pretty good out there on that right side, man.
Man, just taking a day at a time. Keep trying to get better. Keep building this thing.
Well, man. Well, look, man. When you and Jason Pierre-Paul go at it, man, I hope there's a lot of fireworks.
Yeah, it'll be fun. New York, big lights.
Yeah.
The Giants are a good team. Their record, they've had some tough losses, but they're a good team. So it'll be fun.
All right, brother. Well, we're gonna pull up right here, man. We're gonna pull up right here and tell them folks to come on down. Appreciate it, bro. Man, that was perfect.